Hey guys, Chase with Ice Warehouse. I'm hanging out with CCM's product manager of skates, Fred, and we're hanging out in Montreal, taking a look at your new line of Super Tacks. Now, before we start talking about specs, how would you describe the fit profile and maybe how it differs from Ripcore and JetSpeed?
Well, the fit profile of the Super Tacks family is more anatomical fit. So we have an anatomical heel lock that's a bit more space, and same thing for the forefoot. So a little bit more space. It fits people with a medium volume feet, but also people with higher volume have found it very comfortable. If we compare to the JetSpeed, where it's our tapered fit, which is very a good heel lock, a narrow forefoot, and our Ripcore line, which is very flexible, so it's an adaptable and flexible frame. It can fit up to even wider feet on the Ripcore.
Gotcha. So now let's talk about this AS1. I was a huge fan of that original Super Tacks, one of my favorite skates of all time. So for someone like myself, what would I recognize different and upgraded on this new AS1 compared to that old Super Tacks?
Yeah, well, we're very excited about launching the new Super Tacks AS1 skate. As you mentioned, 2 years ago, we launched the first Super Tacks one-piece boot, and this is where CCM changed the way to fit skates and the way that player performs. So Super Tacks was a great success, as you mentioned, and we've decided to keep everything that was a success on that skate, just like the Metaframe 360, the carbon composite material that are heat moldable, that can fit any player just very well. The Speed Blade Black, that is a very rigid one, premium oxide, longer edge life, and we've decided to increase, to add more value, to improve new features to the skate. So first thing we did is we've increased the boot height. So the boot is a little bit higher to give players a better stability on the ice. Next thing we've done also is the comfort pads. We now have big comfort pads. So comfort pads are very comfortable when you skate from side to side.
Especially with such a stiff boot, right?
Exactly. And speaking of a stiff boot, we have a very flexible tongue because the boot is very stiff. So we needed to add some more flexibility to the tongue so players can still be agile on the ice and do all their nice moves.
And it still has a nice thickness, so you're still getting that premium comfort and protection for the top of the foot?
Exactly.
Okay.
So another change is the liner inside. So we've introduced the Total Dry Pro liner inside the FT1 skates, and we've decided to put in the AS1 skates. So it's a lighter material, more durable, and it wicks away moisture more quickly.
And then what about any other cosmetic features? I mean, it looks like we don't have the logos on the side. They're a little more printed. What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, we've wanted to have a more refined design. So we've cut the useless weight, the jewels, the vent under. So one other thing that we have new in the AS1 is the Remove Insole. So it's a new insole that we've developed with a company called Remove, which provides players with a better fit and enhanced performance. Enhanced performance because we have a power grid technology on the Remove. The power grid technology brings a rigidity at the heel of the insole, and it's an insole that is developed especially for hockey players. So you have a greater fit with that insole, you have a better energy transfer because the heel is rigid.
Because that's where your power is being driven, right?
Exactly.
Through the heel?
So instead of having a smooshy heel, you have a rigid heel that helps the power and the energy transfer, so powerful strides at every moment.
And then for someone like myself who has a high arch, do I need to buy a different style of insert, or does it come with all three?
Inside the package of the Remove, we have the inserts that fits all type of arches. So you have a custom arch support. We're the only company on the market with that type of thing. So you can either adjust your insole with different inserts. You remove it if you have a low arch. You put the medium insert if you have a medium arch, and the high insert if you have a high arch. So only one on the market with that technology.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about your 9090, another pro-level skate, but at a much more generous price. What are a couple key features we're going to find here?
Exactly. So as you mentioned, a great value for the price point. So it's a great boot. It's the same stiffness as the AS1. We have the same specs as the AS1 for most part. So all pro specs. We have the same tongue. We have the same runner and same boot as I mentioned, but with the rocket frame technology, so the two-piece boot.
Right. Yep. So a little bit more traditional construction, but still that elite level performance.
Exactly.
So what about our 9070? And it looks like the 9060 has it as well. It's called Metaframe Technology. What is it, and how does that benefit the player?
So the 9070 and the 9060, actually, we've built a new technology called the Emitter Frame. So it's a new way to build the skates. It provides player with a better fit, so you can see really it's a high definition boot. It's a best-in-class design for these price points, so great value. So the Metaframe technology improves the durability, improves the fit of the player inside the skate, so great technology for these price points.
So now you're finally getting that, awesome anatomical fit that, players in the NHL are wearing in that AS1, but now at a, that mid price point in the 9070,
Exactly,
9060.
yeah.
All right, and then what about the 9040? Sounds like that comes with a pre-sharpened runner. What's going on there?
Exactly, so 9040 is our entry-level price point, so first skate of the SuperTax AS1 line, and it comes with a pre-sharpened runner out of the box, so you can take the box and go to the pound skate right away.
Awesome. Hey, well, thank you for coming out here, filling us in on all this great info. And then for you guys at home that want to check out more of these great CCM SuperTax skates, make sure you go to icewarehouse.com.